What's up, everyone? Zach Patro with Faceoff Sports Network, your home of NFL draft content. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 players that shined at the Shrine Bowl this week, and we're going to give the Best Player Award for the week of practice. Let's dive right into it. Before we get started, let's talk about the 2025 NFL Draft Big Board rankings. Right now, we have the top 100 prospects live on the website. Head over to Faceoff Sports Network right now and check those out, and we'll be updating those live every single day leading up to the draft. The first player I want to talk about is the Rutgers offensive tackle, Holland Pierce, a massive human being that played left tackle, over 6'7", 342 pounds, definitely NFL size. But not just the size that showed out, it was his hand technique and his footwork. Showed a lot of good technical prowess, tons of strength in his frame, solid countering, outside to inside, the pass rush they were showing against the defense there, and he mirrored defenders really well. This is a player, Holland Pierce, someone that definitely saw his NFL draft stock rise this week at the Shrine Bowl. The next guy I want to talk about, I know you've heard of him. You've probably seen him all over social media. Jimmy Horn Jr., the Colorado wide receiver. Now, he's not the biggest guy, 5'7" and 6'8", 171 pounds, but he's estimated around a 4.3, 4.40. So when the combine comes around, I think he's someone that could definitely take off, especially with his 40 time. I think it's going to be something that's a little eye-popping when that time rolls around. But at practice, he was showing a lot of twitchiness, flashed superb route running, created a lot of separation. I know it's just 1v1s, but even in team drills, he was making some plays, showed off really good footwork, flashed his hands late, made it tough for the defenders to make a play on the ball. And even though he's got a slighter frame, he was shielding defenders from the ball and was even out there catching some punts too. Another guy we got to talk about is C.J. West, the Indiana defensive tackle. He's got a compact frame, measured in just under 6'1", but is 314 pounds. Showed up a great secondary move when one didn't work, was able to get to the next one and found success. Very good bull rush, nice push-pull, and can counter offensive linemen very well. Someone that works in tight spaces. That's something you need when you look at these interior defensive linemen. Probably going to play more of that 3-tech, but very, very good strength, solid hand technique, and it's someone that definitely boosted his draft stock this week. One of the biggest risers this week has been North Carolina corner Elijah Huzzie. Not the biggest corner. He's 5'9" and 2As, but runs very, very well. He is 194 pounds, so he does have solid weight and strength to his frame to play outside corner at the next level. Very good makeup speed, gets his head around and finds the ball really well. Physical at the point of contact as well. I love that out of corners, especially 5'9" corners. And very good hand-eye coordination. Can make a play on the ball, gets his head around and finds it and makes a play. You'll love to see that. And very, very quick to break on the receiver. Someone that I think could be a quarterback too, maybe a nickel at the next level, but definitely boosted his draft stock this week at the Shrine Bowl. Another receiver we got to talk about is Mfield from Pittsburgh. A very solid frame at 5'10", 188 pounds, and showed off an elite release at the line of scrimmage. Showed that he could get off of press coverage, and when I say create separation, I mean the corner was nowhere to be found. Very, very good footwork at the line, and showed off he is consistent at being able to catch contested balls. I think this is someone that is going to be a day 3 pick, but could definitely push for some playing time later on. But someone we definitely got to keep an eye on, and definitely boosted his NFL draft stock for 2025 at this week's Shrine Bowl practices. A few honorable mentions to talk about here is Colorado wide receiver Will Shepard looked very, very good this week. Boise State edge rusher Ahmed Hassanin, I hope I'm saying that right too. East Washington wide receiver Efton Chisholm. Jordan Phillips, the Maryland interior defensive lineman, looked very, very good. A guy I really like is Antoine Wells, the Ole Miss wide receiver. But the best player award that we got to talk about is the Kansas cornerback Kobe Bryant. He looked fantastic this week at the Shrine Bowl practices. Not the biggest guy. He's not going to wow you with his size. But despite that size, he is extremely, extremely physical. Not only that, he shows off twitchiness, very, very good technique, and he picked off several passes at the Shrine Bowl this week. Looked very, very good. Great at contesting passes. And according to Jordan Reed of ESPN, he's been chirping receivers constantly. I love that out of cornerbacks. I love to see a guy who has the confidence and has the ability to back it up. And he definitely did that this week. Kobe Bryant, Kansas corner, best player award at the Shrine Bowl practices throughout the entire week of practices. And there you have it, the 5 stand-up players from the Shrine Bowl this week at practice. Be sure to stay tuned, come back, check us out. We're going to have a whole lot more 2025 NFL Draft content rolling out for the Faceoff Sports Network. Check me out on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it, at Zach Patra. Be sure to check out the top 100 rankings. We'll be updating those soon. We'll have a top 250, and before you know it, before the draft rolls out, we're going to have a top 350 for you, so you're going to know all about these prospects, and you'll be ready to go when the clock gets started for the 2025 NFL Draft. We'll see you next time.